CNBC TV18, as we've been telling you, is entering its 25th year in 2024. This week, we are entering the 25th year. The next management which is joining us on this occasion is JSW Energy. The stock, remember, is down about 45% this year. The company, JSW Energy, is targeting 20 gigawatts of generation capacity by 2030. Remember, there's also news flow with regards to top management reshuffle. The company is named Sharad Mahendra as the joint MD and CEO designate effective the 1st of February. The incumbent, Prashant Jain, who's seen the growth so far over the last couple of years, will continue in his position until January 31st, 2024. We have Prashant joining us now to take some questions and sort of run us through his journey and what he sees as the future for the company. Prashant, great to have you with us here. Good morning. Thanks very much for joining us on this happy occasion. Prashant, this side. You know, first of all, take us through your decision. Now, I'm assuming you can talk freely about your decision to move on from JSW Energy, because so many changes, new initiatives, etc., are taking place. It's an area where there is a fair bit of bullishness. Markets were taken by surprise. What do you see in terms of the road ahead for JSW Energy, and what is going to be the big handover, the messaging to the incoming CEO? Go on, Prashant.
Yeah, thank you. So it has been a personal, reasons, because I wanted to pursue my personal goals. It has been 31 years in the industry, 28 years in the JSW group, and I have seen, the group rising, and I have been could play some important, meaningful role during this growth journey, and so I think now it was a time to hand over to the next leadership, and that's where I see the company at this point of time. It is taking major strides in the expansion and also in the energy transition, and so that the future is absolutely very, very rock solid and bright. And as you also talked about in the opening remarks, that the company has already taken the target to go to 20 gigawatt of the generation and also into the energy storage solution. So each and every project is moving on track, and probably you will be getting surprised with the aggression which the company will be showing in time to come.
Prashant, would you be staying in the corporate world? I mean, in a new avatar? Would you be doing something on your own? Would you be joining another group? Anything you can tell us?
So nothing is decided yet, but yes, I'm not going to be joining any other corporate group. So whatever I'll be doing on my own.
Okay. 28 years at JSW Energy, 6 years at the helm. What are you most proud about, Prashant? And in terms of an unfinished business that you wish you could have achieved in your tenure, what would that be?
So I was really excited about the seeing the company into the growth mode, because after 2012 the company was not growing, and so was the power sector, and that's where I saw the major shift which was happening. And I was the only person who has been calling for a power shortage for last 2 years, and that's what I was seeing on the cards. So that was the major proud movement for me, to put the company back onto the growth mode, and then participating into the energy transition track, and also bringing down one of the industry leading the cash flow ratios as well as the return on equities. So those are the things which I saw very categorically. In terms of the unfinished agenda, I think the energy transition story, which is just started, and also electron to molecule business, which is towards the green hydrogen, and also from electron to molecule side, getting into the specific chemicals. This is one story which I see is going to pan out over 1 or 2 decades.
Hi, Prashant. Good morning. Nigel on this side. It's been good interacting with you as well over the last few years, and we've had quite a few good interactions where you've given us the outlook with 2030 in mind. Since you're moving on, I just want to get a sense in terms of pricing as of now. What's the updated pricing number for November and December, and how do you see merchant rates stabilizing?
So the power tariffs are down. They are now close to 4 point of time, because the November month power demand was little subdued, but yes, it was quite robust at 8.5%. But because of the seasonality as well as the festive seasons, there was a there was a lower demand and then power prices went down. But going forward, I see the power prices will be again picking up. So on an average, you will be seeing the power prices will be in the range of 5 to 7 rupees for next 5-7 months time period.
This is Prashant, merchant rates?
Yeah, this is the merchant rates.
Okay. In any case, I mean, in a way, the ceiling is 10 rupees, right? I mean, most of the maximum is about 10 rupees.
That's right.
Okay. And you're saying that you expect rates to stay between 5 and 7 rupees
That's right.
from here on?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We had the management of REC yesterday with us, Prashant, and they were talking about the big funding requirement in the renewable space. The numbers are mind-boggling, right? 30 lakh crores is what they're saying they need, the industry needs to set up 320 gigawatts of power in the next 7 years. In your assessment, just sort of putting on the industry hat, is that what investors should kind of focus on? Is that where the next big money is going to be made? Because on the thermal side, there is addition which is required. The power minister spoke about it about a month ago, but that is kind of limited, right, till the next few years. The long runway is for renewables. How do you see it?
No, that's true that the long runway is going to be the renewables, but it is going to be blend for immediate 3 to 5 years time period, because India need to yet catch up with the capacity addition targets. So like if you look at that, power demand so far is 8.5% up year till date. So you are talking about some 16,000 odd demand increase. And if you want to do it with a blend of like thermal, 30% thermal and 70% renewable, you're talking about some 40 gigawatt odd capacity, which will be added up, which is calling for approximately, you can say that 200,000 crores every year capital expenditure. So next, if you are talking about 6-7 years, that means you're talking about 14 to 15 trillion rupees capital expenditure only on the generation side. So that's what is going to be funded by 75% debt and 25% equity. So you are calling for some 11-12 trillion rupees only on the generation in the power sector in time to come, which will be required to take, any power developers need to take it from the financial institutions. And there will be an incremental amount will be coming for the grid, I mean the transmission sector, as well as the storage solutions, which will be also required along with that. So the numbers are going to be quite good in terms of the credit inflow point of view, and power is going to see a substantial capital expenditure in next 5-7 year time frame.
Prashant, we'll leave the conversation here for now. Good luck, and in case we don't speak to you before the 31st of January, wish you all the very best.